Hello, this is Masterin347 with a sort of different kind of update. Bit of a rant too, to be honest, because I am extra pissed at the news that I have heard. If you haven't heard, basically, by 2028, Sony will stop making physical media. Is a problem, and I'm going to show you why it's a problem, for me specifically. These are my games. PS5 games. Yeah, you kind of see the problem here. Pretty big problem. Basically, the whole reason why I don't mind buying new consoles now is because at least I can play the previous version of consoles on the recent one. So I can play my PS4 games on my PS5. Easy. Like super, super easy. Like just like that. I like physical media because I like options. They're removing those options. And it's also just anti-consumerism. It's not in our best interest at all. It's just lazy because now we don't truly own our games. There's a game I don't like anymore, or a game I don't really feel like playing. Like for instance, I don't know why the hell I bought this. I think I bought it on a whim. I could easily sell that, get rid of it, make a little extra dash on the side, and done and dusted. But if that game is completely, but if this game instantly, hypothetically, was digitally downloaded only, I can't. I mean, I could delete it, sure, maybe, but I can't like reset it. That's kind of the problem. Like even the Switch, like I still have the original Switch. I do not have a Switch 2. Plan to get one soon, someday ish. I can at least I can play all of these Switch games easily on the Switch if I wanted to. If they have a special upgrade package with some other Switch games, so I can take advantage of it, which is actually cheaper than buying the Switch 2 game, a version of it straight up. It, yeah, it's really a huge problem. But what's like the main huge issue here? Okay, so per se, if they go all digital, there's because I have this really scary feeling here that there's a reason they're doing this. PS6. When the PS6 comes out, I mean, yeah, sure, you probably be able to play all your PS5 games, or even PS4. But if it's digital only, how the hell am I supposed to play all of this? Huh? How's that going to work? Yeah, question is, it's not. That's the huge problem. Some people like me still prefer physical media. So this whole digital only crap, all of these can be completely useless soon. Well, not now, but in a few years. That's why I like backward compatibility, because I don't have my PS4 anymore. I actually sold it to my sister for a good price, because a boyfriend, a husband apparently said that he could use it. So I sold it for a really good price. That was really useful. It was a custom one with 2 terabytes, which I put in myself. It's a separate story. Point is, I can play all my PS4 games on here because I have an external hard drive, which is 4 terabytes, where all my PS4 games are. And also, yeah, I also have an extra 4 terabyte internal drive there, which is M.2. Point is, space wise, I'm done. Doesn't matter because I can just put all these games on here. Can't do that if it's purely digital. So unless there's some way they could like convert all of your physical media to work purely for digital, which I highly doubt they have or are bothering to do, I think anything is pretty useless. I mean, physical media is already like not doing well as it is, which sucks. So this is going to get far worse. And there's honestly no excuse for it. It's nothing to do with like making more money. That is not the reason. It's just more convenient for them. It's super lazy and terrible. But what about indie developers? Most of their games are like digital first. Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there. Anyone having that question? You wanna know why indie games make digital first? Because they're not AAA. They don't have the money to make a physical edition straight away. That's why they do physical later. They don't do because they have to. I mean, they do because they have literally have no choice. Like they do not have the funds to have physical distribution along with the actual game. They have to make a lot more money first, then they re-release a physical version. They do that to reach a new audience, but still appreciating the old ones. In fact, some people buy the same game twice. No, I'm not joking. Like they buy the digital version, then they also buy a physical version. It's like for memorabilia and stuff. Yeah, that's another problem. Some people like to buy physical games for the sake of collecting them because like memorabilia and all that. How's that going to work now? Like, how's that even going to work? Honestly, like when you pre-order a game, what happens to all those? What about like posters and stuff and digital and special artwork and all that? All those bonuses, like, how's it going to work at all? Like your Amazon or any distribution when you pre-order it, it's not. It just isn't. And yeah, people are rightfully pissed off. I like physical media. I like having something in my hand like this, just having it in my freaking hand. And they call me crazy. That's just how my brain functions. And they're taking that away, and it honestly sucks ass. I mean, I'm a huge fan of physical media, as you can see. Even not the Nintendo 64 games up there. So, it's just really, really terrible. And just yeah, it's not going to go the way they think it is. But lately, Sony has been doing that very well, and some parts lately either. So yeah, I mean, 2027, like along with the rest of 2026, could be like the last year or so we get physical based games. Another problem is if this could also really affect indie game developers. Again, the reason indie game developers make digital first, like I said, is because they don't have the manufacturing money for it. Like come on, like really, they're gonna have the money to like make a full game and also make like some kind of digital physical version. I mean that's why Hollow Knight was purely digital first. I'm fine with that. I still only have a digital version of Hollow Knight, and I'm okay with that. But if they like had a physical version, of course I'd buy it straight away. But they didn't because they don't have the money. AAA companies do. They just choose not to. It's just them being lazy. And it's gonna also be suck for certain shops too. Like there aren't many shops around here, especially in the UK, which actually sell this physical media. Like it is a dime a dozen, really a dime a dozen. So certain shops might be closed down. Like eventually, the only PS5 games that sell is like old ones, not new ones. And yeah, it just plain sucks. I know this is not the kind of updates you want, like what playthrough I'm going to do next or something like that. But this felt too important to just not say anything. And I feel like literally showing you guys what this could mean is a really big deal. I mean, what if Nintendo does that next? Heaven forbid. I don't think they would, but honestly, it's a scary precedent. It's just a not. It just doesn't seem like a really good idea. I feel like it's going to bleed up in their faces. And I also think that they're doing this in preparation for the PS6, which I suspect might be digital only. Like there's not going to be like a physical version, like audio versions. I think that's part of the reason why they're doing it. And I think that's going to blow up in their faces. And or like it's going to be really, really annoying. I hope that maybe they might change their mind, but I highly doubt it. And honestly, I don't see. And honestly, it's going to be a real big problem for console owners. The beauty of backward compatibility is that, well, I can play PS4 games on here. I can't play PS3 games or PS2 games on here. Nope, that's not how it works. I have to get these other versions because I can't play them on here. That's literally what that is. Like I can't play my GameCube games or Wii games or Wii U games on this for obvious reasons. So they learn that. That's why the Switch 2 gets to play Switch games. But how the hell if the PS6 does, when the PS6 does come out, it's supposed to play PS5 games. If my PS5 games are physical, the question is you can't. So unless there's some way that you can actually like do that and transfer it, but I highly doubt they're even going to do that, even though they wanted to. Yeah, but still, I'm still just relaxed for the moment, so don't expect any playthroughs at the moment right now. I'm still job searching, obviously, and just relaxing as well at the same time. Again, so some a bit from burnout, but this this cannot just I can just lie down and say nothing. I was rightfully pissed off at this. A lot of people are. It's kind of ridiculous. It just feels like a really terrible business decision, and I also feel sorry for indie games as well. Like I said, mostly because what if they want to resell their game as physical to reach a whole new audience, and as well they can't do it at certain consoles anymore, like the PlayStation, because they're getting rid of physical. So that kind of sucks too. Like it's pretty cool what they did with Celeste and stuff when they re-released it. Yeah, if there was another game made by that same company, then it's gonna be digital only. Yeah, just doesn't seem like a really good smart decision at all. Really, really dumb. But yep, this is Maxim 347, and yeah, not the update you were going to thinking of me doing here. Like just doing like a recording this. I am recording this on my phone. Yeah. So and I am not a happy camper. Pretty pissed off about this. Uh, yeah, there is nothing wrong with physical media. Seriously, it's not the same as as movies or TV shows here. This is something we like to be really passionate about, and it seems they don't seem to care about that. The thing is, though, that the whole point of having the physical media is just to have the option, basically, and they're taking that away from us. Like, just having the option there. Because when you buy pre-owned games, they're cheaper. Maybe the game you haven't played in a long time, you can buy the cheaper version of that. There is no cheaper version of digital. That's not how it works, because they control it. Some of these PS5 games are pre-owned. A lot of my PS4 games are pre-owned. I like buying pre-owned stuff. You can't do that if it's all digital, because it's not pre-owned. Pre-owned isn't that bad. Not in games anyway. It's a nice, sweet deal. Alright. Went over. That's mini update. But this is Maximum 347. And honestly, I am pretty scared for the future of Sony and PlayStation if they are going to be sticking with this no physical media thing.